No, Mr. Casson, if you don't feel comfortable with that kind of publicity, you don't have to resume working with Vanessa. I can handle everything. No, you'll still be part of Spaulding. We'll just change you over to my division. It's easier that way, and we want you to feel comfortable. Of course. You're talking.
Up to your old tricks again.
Tricks? No. No, I'd say that's Blake's department. By the way, how is she?
Oh, she is just fine. It's amazing what a change of environment will do.
Oh, yes. The wholesome, untainted environment of a television station.
Well, more wholesome anyway. And after what I just heard you do to Vanessa, I'm so glad Blake isn't seeing you anymore.
Yeah, Blake wanted to stay.
But you were all through using her. You just didn't have any need for her anymore, huh?
You know, I'm amazed at the short-term memory that you and the rest of this town seem to have. Your daughter's not exactly a saint, Holly.
I never thought she was.
Now you've got her working with you. You honestly think that she's going to change her stripes that fast? I'd watch your back if I were you, Holly. Never know what your daughter's capable of.
I should have made a decision on this 2 weeks ago. Here.
Well, I told them we needed an extension.
I know. But I told our people in Hong Kong that we do the research here, and I forgot to designate somebody to do it, so...
Okay, well, we'll start this morning, and I'll call Hong Kong.
Good. I want everybody to know I'm back.
You know, you don't have to dive into all of this morning.
I think I do. I think I'm being rather closely monitored by somebody.
Well, Alan Michael was out of line, so ignore him. Are you sure you're up to all this today?
Absolutely. I don't want to think about the trial. I know I have to make a decision soon. I don't want it hanging over my head, but I don't know where I'm going to find the strength to face it again.
Vanessa, sorry to interrupt. Hello, Maureen.
Holly. Holly.
Hi.
How are
Thought
you?
Maybe you could use some support today. How about lunch at the club?
Oh, aren't you kind? I can't. I have a business meeting. You know, I have a lot of things I have to catch up on, but thank you very much. I hope you understand.
Sure.
I'm going to check on this, and I'll be right back. Excuse me.
I'll come too.
No, wait. Wait a minute.
You know, these bruises, still raw where the rope cut into my skin.
I've taken photographs of the bruises, and after we leave here, he'll see a doctor.
Ooh, those are real nasty. You don't happen to have the rope still, do you?
You know damn well I don't.
But you don't have anything that shows that I tied the knots.
I got these.
Yeah, but you don't have any fingerprints on you because ain't no decent people would touch it. And as far as the bruises go, hey, Ross, I don't care what him and the little lady do home at night, even if it's kinky.
Don't you start! You know damn well how I got these marks. And you and your son, you think you can take justice into your own hands?
Oh, Mr. Kiley, now, look, we're in the prosecutor's office. We have to state the case calmly and then begin an exploration of all the facts.
Thank you, Rebecca. She's right, Mr. Kiley. I have to hear both sides. Now, did you have an encounter with Jack Kiley? If so, what exactly happened?
Last night. Yes, I did meet Mr. Kiley, but he called me and requested a meeting, and he suggested that we meet at the Blue
crazy.
Moon
I was
Deck
there with
after
a
it was
business
closed.
associate. You can ask him.
Yeah, but you got a message to me anyway. It's a well-known fact, Ross, that Mr. Kiley here wants to sell his business. Now, I couldn't go out in public after this whole Vanessa thing. The honest truth is that he wanted me there. He wanted me real bad.
Oh, man, do I have to listen to this? I wouldn't do a deal with him.
Yeah, but some men send mixed signals. I mean, they say no with their mouths and they say yes with their eyes.
Oh, come on, Mr. Lewis. This is highly improbable.
No, it's the truth. Business matters always come down to something personal. Just two people, alone, negotiate. Now, Jack, I thought you turned me down because you wanted a higher price, and I'm sorely disappointed to find you crying foul over being left at the altar.
Was it a business meeting?
Plain and simple. Jack doesn't know what he wants. He's mixed up, and he doesn't stop closing his mouth. I'm going to sue him for slander.
Mr. Marler, what you've just heard is nothing but lies.
Yeah, but I'm the one that has an eyewitness.
Who, Dylan?
Mm-hmm. Well, you were very drunk, Mr. Kiley. A lot of people saw that. Maybe you were just, imagining things.
If the charges hold, we're naming Dylan Lewis as a co-conspirator. So his testimony won't amount to much.
What, Dylan was there. Were you drunk?
No.
He was sober, your client was drunk. I think they have more than your client does.
And your own associate will testify that you were pretty loaded. I mean, he was going to let the air out of your tires so you wouldn't drive home. Right, Jack?
You don't believe any of this crock, do you?
I don't think any of us do.
Wait a minute. I will be willing to interview every customer who was at the Blue Moon restaurant that night. However, right now, in this office, I don't see any evidence for you to be filing charges.
Well, what about these?
How am I going to link that to Billy Lewis when he has an eyewitness that said he did not do it, and there are eyewitnesses that said you were drunk, Mr. Kiley? I don't think you have much of a case. However, it is totally up to you and your fine lawyer here if you want to file charges with the police.
Okay. But Ross, I expect you to explain the law to your friend here and keep him away from my client.
This is ridiculous. He's just protecting his buddies like he did Vanessa Chamberlain.
Restrain your client, please.
He's lost all objectivity. We all heard in court that you have a daughter with Vanessa. The whole town knows how notorious she is, how hot to trot she is.
Watch your mouth, Kiley. Watch your mouth.
Isn't there anything you can do?
Not in this environment. It's just your word against theirs. Legally, we've got nothing.
I don't care about legally. I care about justice, what's right.
Justice is a little hard to find in the middle of the night, Jack.
Let's get out of here.
I didn't appreciate this at all. And I'm just a little frustrated. Now, the next time we meet, we have to settle this once and for all.
Do you have time for lunch?
No, actually, I just came here to discuss our plans. And besides Vera, she'll have lunch for me up in the kitchen later.
Okay. How about some iced tea?
All righty.
Bridget?
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, Hart, I got my list of reading materials for this summer. I was wondering if I could go over it with you.
Well, what's on the list?
It's just a bunch of books that I got to read if I want to get into college.
All right, well, who are the authors?
Dead guys.
Some dead women, too, I expect. Any Virginia Woolf or Jane Austen?
I don't know. I just wanted to go over the list with you.
Let's hope Miss Austen made the list. You know what she wrote about, Bridget? Social intrigues of young, unmarried women.
Intrigues?
Yeah, I bet you'd like it.
Yeah, I bet I would.
Here you go.
Thanks.
For the tea.
So, what plans are we talking about?
Plans? My plans? Your plans? Somebody's got an 18th birthday coming up.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. So is there going to be a party?
Maybe earlier. But right now, I am planning a private celebration for later.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell me about it, or maybe we could talk about it later?
No, I'll tell you about it now. First, I'd like to drive up to the farm. It is beautiful this time of year. I was just up there the other day. I cleaned up the kitchen. I want to make you a very, very special dinner. And then after dinner, we can go for a long walk out in the orchard.
Sounds wonderful.
And maybe when we get back, we can have a little birthday cake out on the front porch. I mean, the evening's all warm enough. I think it'd be okay. And I promise I won't bring you in too late.
I don't mind.
But your brother will mind. And you let him know that I will bring you back at a reasonable hour.
Well, I tell you what.
What?
Why don't you let me decide what a reasonable hour is?
Ooh.